What's going on YouTube? In this video we're talking about best athletes to come out of Los Angeles, the city of angels. Now of course there's a difference between loyalty to a home team and an emotional bond to where hometown heroes where they came from. Now the city of angels, palm trees, and many things, we're going to go over the best athletes that came from that area. First is Russell Westbrook. Russ was born in Long Beach and he was the 2016-2017 MVP. And for 3 straight seasons he averaged a triple-double. He also made 9 All-Star games and is a complete legend. Now he doesn't have a ring and some people might not like his play style, but you gotta give it to him. Next up is Warren Moon. Combining his NFL and Canadian Football League stats, Moon's numbers are nearly unmatched. He had 5,357 completions and 9,205 attempts for 70,553 yards and 435 touchdowns. And Moon's NFL stats are 3,988 completions for 49,325 yards, 291 touchdown passes, 1,736 yards rushing, and 22 rushing touchdowns. Mans was a beast. When he retired in 2001, Moon held several records for passing. Although relatively unsuccessful in the NFL postseason, his 5 consecutive Grey Cups from 1978 to 1982 remains a CFL record, and he was twice named the Grey Cup MVP, and he was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2006. He was the first African American quarterback and the first undrafted quarterback to be inducted. He's also the only player to be inducted to both the Pro Football Hall of Fame and the Canadian Football Hall of Fame. Next is Tony Gwynn. Nicknamed Mr. Padre, Tony Gwynn was an American professional baseball player and he played right field. And he played 20 seasons in the MLB for the San Diego Padres. Gwynn won 8 batting titles in his career, tied for the most in National League history. And he's considered one of the best and most consistent hitters in baseball history. Gwynn had a .338 career batting average and never hit below a .309 in any season. He was a 15-time All-Star, recognized for both his skills on offense and defense, and he got 7 Silver Slugger awards along with 5 Gold Glove awards. Gwynn was that rare player in his era that stayed with a single team for his entire career. He played in the only 2 World Series appearances in San Diego's franchise history. And of course, he was inducted to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2007, his first year of eligibility. Next is Pete Sampras. Pete won 14 Grand Slam single titles during his career. That was an open era record at the time of his retirement: 7 Wimbledon, 2 Australian Opens, and a joint open record 5 US titles. He won 64 titles in all. He reached the world's number 1 in 1993 and held that position for a total of 286 weeks. And that included being ranked number 1 from 1993 to 1998. A right-handed player with a single-handed backhand, his precise and powerful serve earned him the nickname Pistol Pete. And in 2007, he was inducted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame. Next is Florence Griffith Joyner, aka Flo Jo. She is the fastest woman of all time. The world record she set in 1988 for both the 100-meter and the 200-meter sprint still stand. During the late 1980s, she became a popular figure in international track and field because of her record-setting performances and flashy personal style. In the 100-meter dash, she ran a 10.54. That beat her nearest rival, Evelyn Ashford, by 0.3 of a second. In the 200-meter dash, she set the world record of 21.56 seconds. But unfortunately, her record in the 200 was broken by herself. And that all-time record is 21.34 seconds, beating her last one by 0.22 of a second. Next is Paul Pierce. The Truth spent the first 15 years of his career with the Boston Celtics, earning 10 All-Star games and becoming a 4-time All-NBA team member. And of course, Pierce combined with KG and Ray Allen in 2007 to form a Big Three. And that was successful as they were the champions in 2008. And Pierce got the NBA Finals Most Valuable Player in that same year. Along with Larry Bird and John Havlicek, Paul Pierce is one of only 3 players to have scored more than 20,000 career points with the Celtics. Next, we got Darrell Strawberry. Throughout his career, Strawberry was one of the most fierce sluggers in the sport. He was known for his outstanding home runs and his intimidating presence inside the batter's box with his 6'6" frame and his long looping swing. During his career, he helped the New York Mets to a World Series championship in 1986 and the New York Yankees to 3 World Series championships in 1996, 1998, and 1999. A popular player during his career, Strawberry was voted to the All-Star Game 8 straight times from 1984 to 1991. Oscar De La Hoya. Nicknamed the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya competed from 1992 to 2008, winning 11 world titles in 6 weight classes, including the Lineal Championship in 3 weight classes. De La Hoya was nicknamed the Golden Boy of boxing by the media. It was 1992 in the Summer Olympics where he represented the U.S. This was shortly after he graduated from James A. Garfield High School and won a gold medal in the lightweight division. And they said he set a sport back on its feet. De La Hoya was named the Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year in 1995 and was his top-rated fighter in the world pound for pound in 1997 and 1998. De La Hoya generated approximately $700 million in pay-per-view income, making him a top pay-per-view earner before he was passed by Manny Pacquiao and, of course, Floyd Mayweather Jr. Now that does it. Please give a thumbs up, appreciate the view, subscribe if you're new, and comment what other city you want to see where the athletes came from. But as always, thank you for watching.